Well, good morning and welcome to another episode of Ryan Phelan's epic morning show in the morning. And what do I have for you today? Today, I want to make you happy. That's right, it is I want to make you happy day today. Truth, check it out. Now, what does that mean? That means go out and brighten someone's day. Go out and, put a smile on someone's face. Right, we could use a little bit more of that. A little bit more of that these days. Stuff's gotten weird. Let's face it. A little too much of this. Let's go and make somebody happy. Pay it forward, right? Anyway, so what makes you happy? What does this have to do with real estate? Well, as promised, I talked to you yesterday about stats, and I promised you that we would take a little bit of a deeper dive into what all the stats mean and what's going on with real estate in Calgary. So let's take a look at it. For total residential, that's including all segments, whether you're single family detached, whether you're apartment condo, whether you're a row house or semi-detached, the market is up by 3.8%, leaving your benchmark price at $431,100 for your typical home in Calgary. That's great news, up 3.8%. Never thought we were going to do this in at the beginning of, I hate to say it, COVID time, but here we are. Detached homes, your single family detached, this is great news, up 5% from this time last year. That is crazy, 5%. So that's leaving your benchmark price at $502,500. You say, Ryan, what about, side-by-sides or duplexes? Your semi-detached price is $398,300, which means year to year, you are up by 3.5%. Row houses are also up by 1.2%, giving a benchmark price of $284,700. Now, the outlier usually is apartment condos. But it's good news there too, because that is actually up by 0.8% year to year. So leaving that benchmark price for apartment condos is $246,400. So everything's all good. Now you're saying to me, Ryan, okay, that's great, but how can it also be good for buyers? What's going on? Well, the good news for buyers is that your interest rates are very commonly, you can get an interest rate for, under 2%. That's unheard of. You hear about the crazy 18-20% back in the 80s. When I got into the business, people were losing their minds over 6%. It is so, your barrier to entry is fantastic. It's never been a better time to borrow money for a mortgage. Now, I have a question for you. That's right, for you. My question to you, you might be buying, you might be selling. If you are, you know who to call. But what makes you happy? Maybe even what makes you happy, maybe whether it's the community that you live in, maybe it's a restaurant or a place within your community. I know it's tough right now because of restrictions and all that jazz. Maybe it's getting together and playing a board game with friends. Maybe you love your backyard because you get to barbecue and have friends over and whatnot. But what makes you happy? Maybe it's being able to take a jog or a walk, right? What makes you happy, and especially what makes you happy right now, right? Maybe it's just like chocolate or a beer, right? But let me know and give me specifics. Like what, is it a specific kind of beer that you like? Is it, or is it a wine? What? It's not all about alcohol. But maybe like I said, a restaurant or getting together with friends. Maybe it's you're binging something on TV that's really good right now. Um, I've been binging a lot. So let me know. Leave it in the comments. Boom, 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 boom. And sound effects. And also subscribe. Subscribe, like, do the thumbs up, do the heart thing on Instagram, and then I want you to be happy. And I want you to go out and make someone else's day. I want you to make somebody else happy. Put a smile on somebody's face, and that will help you stay happy.